this was, let's see. So, MSF console command, and we did lots of encoders. Aviation, it was so long ago they did this. Maybe I should redo this one too. Because I guess it will probably not be very much. But it's just these filling in the answers. We could just listen to this with the TTS as a repetition. Maybe that's good. I think we'll do that. Because my throat is, when I read this much already, my throat is starting to feel a bit...
Metasploit is the most widely used exploitation framework. Metasploit is a powerful tool that can support all phases of a penetration testing engagement, from information gathering to post-exploitation. Metasploit has two main versions.
Is it loud for you?
Metasploit Pro, the commercial version that facilitates the automation and management of tasks. This version has a graphical user interface, GUI. Metasploit Framework, the open source version that works from the command line. This room will focus on this version, installed on the attack box and most commonly used penetration testing Linux distributions. The Metasploit framework is a set of tools that allow information gathering, scanning, exploitation, exploit development, post-exploitation, and more. While the primary usage of the Metasploit framework focuses on the penetration testing domain, it is also useful for vulnerability research and exploit development. The main components of the Metasploit framework can be summarized as follows. MISF console, the main command line interface. Modules, supporting modules such as exploits, scanners, payloads, etc. Tools, standalone tools that will help vulnerability research, vulnerability assessment, or penetration testing. Some of these tools are MISVenom, pattern_create and pattern_offset. We will cover MISVenom within this module, but pattern_create and pattern_offset are tools useful in exploit development which is beyond the scope of this module. This room will cover the main components of Metasploit while providing you with a solid foundation on how to find relevant exploits, set parameters, and exploit vulnerable services on the target system. Once you have completed this room, you will be able to navigate and use the Metasploit command line comfortably. You can deploy and use the attack box to complete tasks and answer the questions.
So, you're right, I have that history thing to fix too, because I don't even have it in my history. I only have MSF Venom in my history. The rooms just commands are all over the things. And also other things, of course. Oh, I'm actually going to ask you to read this, then I'll just go for a quick bathroom break while it reads, and then we'll continue. So, this will do all of this too, so maybe that's not a good idea. Okay, I'll wait a bit with the bathroom break.
While using the Metasploit framework, you will primarily interact with the Metasploit console. You can launch it from the attack box terminal using the MISF console command. The console will be your main interface to interact with the different modules of the Metasploit framework. Modules are small components within the Metasploit framework that are built to perform a specific task, such as exploiting a vulnerability, scanning a target, or performing a brute force attack. Before diving into modules, it would be helpful to clarify a few recurring concepts: vulnerability, exploit, and payload. Exploit, a piece of code that uses a vulnerability present on the target system. Vulnerability, a design, coding, or logic flaw affecting the target system. The exploitation of a vulnerability can result in disclosing confidential information or allowing the attacker to execute code on the target system. Payload, an exploit will take advantage of a vulnerability. However, if we want the exploit to have the result we want, gaining access to the target system, read confidential information, etc., we need to use a payload. Payloads are the code that will run on the target system. Modules and categories under each one are listed below. These are given for reference purposes, but you will interact with them through the Metasploit console, MISF console. Auxiliary. Any supporting module, such as scanners, crawlers, and fuzzers, can be found here.
So, here. Crawler, fuzzers. I don't know, I really prefer not a framework, but separate things. But I guess I should know this. I haven't used this, and I don't think I've used it since this, actually. So, encoders will allow you to encode the exploit and payload in the hope that a signature-based antivirus solution may miss them. Okay. Signature-based antivirus and security solutions have a database of known threats. They detect threats by comparing suspicious files to this database. Oh, whatever. Encoders. Names. Evasion. While encoders will encode the payload, they should not be considered a direct attempt to evade antivirus software. On the other hand, evasion modules will try that with more or less success. Okay. Exploits, which I guess is... I don't remember even trying the other ones. No. Do nothing really. They're represented in the well, X19 somewhere. The CPU will do nothing for one cycle. It's a buffer of to achieve consistent payload sizes. Nops. Okay. I guess we will do this and that if we continue payloads. Yeah, I think that I'll do TTS this, and then I'll do a quick bathroom break while it reads.
Payloads. Payloads are codes that will run on the target system. Exploits will leverage a vulnerability on the target system, but to achieve the desired result, we will need a payload. Examples could be getting a shell, loading a malware or backdoor to the target system, running a command, or launching CALCEXE as a proof of concept to add to the penetration test report. Starting the calculator on the target system remotely by launching the CALCEXE application is a benign way to show that we can run commands on the target system. Running command on the target system is already an important step, but having an interactive connection that allows you to type commands that will be executed on the target system is better. Such an interactive command line is called a shell. Metasploit offers the ability to send different payloads that can open shells on the target system. Terminal. Root at IP10-10-135-188/opt/metasploit framework/embedded/framework/modules #tree L1 payload/payload/ adapters, singles, stagers, stages. 4 directories, 0 files. You will see 4 different directories under payloads, adapters, singles, stagers, and stages. Adapters. An adapter wraps single payloads to convert them into different formats. For example, a normal single payload can be wrapped inside a PowerShell adapter, which will make a single PowerShell command that will execute the payload. Singles, self-contained payloads, add user, launch notepad.exe, etc., that do not need to download an additional component to run. Stagers, responsible for setting up a connection channel between Metasploit and the target system. Useful when working with staged payloads. Staged payloads will first upload a stager on the target system, then download the rest of the payload, stage. This provides some advantages as the initial size of the payload will be relatively small compared to the full payload sent at once. Stages, downloaded by the stager. This will allow you to use larger sized payloads. Metasploit has a subtle way to help you identify single, also called inline, payloads and staged payloads. Generic /shell_reverse_TCP. Windows /x64/shell/reverse_TCP. Both are reverse Windows shells. The former is an inline, or single, payload, as indicated by the underscore between shell and reverse. While the latter is a staged payload, as indicated by the slash between shell and reverse. Post. Post modules will be useful on the final stage of the penetration testing process listed above, post-exploitation. Terminal. Root at IP10-10-135-188/opt/metasploit framework/embedded/framework/modules #tree L1 post/. Ix. Android. Apple_iOS. BSD. Firefox. Hardware. Linux. Multi. Networking. OS X. Solaris. Windows. 12 directories, 0 files. If you wish to familiarize yourself further with these modules, you can find them under the modules folder of your Metasploit installation. For the attack box, these are under /op/metasploit framework/embedded/framework/modules.
No complaints though. Shoot.
MISP console is managed by context. This means that unless set as a global variable, all parameter settings will be lost if you change the module you have decided to use. In the example below, we have used the MS17_010_ blue exploit, and we have set parameters such as ROSTs. If we were to switch to another module, e.g. a port scanner, we would need to set the ROSTs value again, as all changes we have made remained in the context of the MS17_010_ blue exploit. Let us look at the example below to have a better understanding of this feature. We will use the MS17-010 blue exploit for illustration purposes.
Christy says.
Hello, waving hand. On mobile.
Mic here, so we can talk still. I don't care if it's muted. I'll be right back. Like 2 minutes, maybe.
Can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Can't you hear me? You should be able to hear me. You see, I have this one too on. Can't you hear this?
Yay.
Yeah, thought so. Good. I'll be right back. So tell me everything you know about MSF Console and tell me if you ever use it first. Because to me it feels like cheating, maybe. Maybe? Or at least not something you would use as a noob, since I need to know all the ways to do it thoroughly, not as having something help me a lot. Finding stuff by Googling. So we have pancakes on the plate. Stick it in the microwave. 2 minutes. Strawberry jam and cream. I'm just going to fold this paper bag because it takes so much space. There. Ah, this is it. So, 53 seconds. So, Christy, do you ever use MSF Console? Oh, 20 seconds. And I'll just put some jam and cream on there.
Yes.
So what do you use it for? I know you're on mobile, you don't have to type much. Okay. So, there we have 2 warmed pancakes.
Rev shells.
Okay. So, not having files on your Kali machine, but using MSF Console to have rev shells then. So I have to roll it here. And it was too hard to do it with my fingers. A bit more jam. Yeah, I know that I should know it, of course, because it exists. So I'm just thinking if people actually use it or if they just know about it but don't use it. What's that? So, just a queen too. So,
Find exploits.
but isn't Google better? It's a very limited Google search then. Is that the good bit with this?
And post exploits.
Okay. Okay. So do you think that I should use it? Or do you think it's more for people that's been doing this for a bit and know how to find things in other ways? So they're just putting the queen in here.
Yay, use it.
Yeah, use it. Okay. So let's see how. I'll probably go getting water too. He just woke up. Du är här. Jag fixar vatten också. Va? Jag fattar inte. Men det där är ju inte det där är ju riktig grädde. Det är ju inte flaskan. Jag förstår inte. Jag hämtar vatten till dig, gubben. I don't know if you can hear me because sometimes the Bluetooth drops when I go over there. At the other end of the house. So, but he wants to know why I put the cream on. But he should remember that last time we had like not a cream spray bottle, you know, but a whipped cream from normal cream. So, I'll be right back now. Just give him a new bus. Jag förstod inte vad du sa, Lappan. Vad var det? Vad sa du förut? Förra gången så fick du också sådär, Lappan. Du fick grädde på pannkakor förra gången också. Och det är för att det var grädde inte från en sprayflaska. Utan för att det är vispat med elvispen och tagit med sked. Jag förklarade det sist också. Därför att man tar det med sked. Efter man har vispat med elvispen. Så. Okej, nu har jag sagt det. Jag blir uppe. Va? Jag hörde ingenting. Men jag har ju bråttom. Men
Generalissimo for 69
jag kände
says.
mest lite, gubben, att
Not really
du blev
muted, fix
irriterad.
it.
I know.
Hello, Christy.
Gubben. Det börjar ropa sen, okej? När du har vaknat lite mer. Okej, när du har ätit och så. He's kind of annoyed because things are not as usual.
Christy says.
That's
Hey
why.
General,
So, guys,
is he at O?
it was on
Translated
purpose
from
I wasn't
Italian.
muted. And Chrissy was telling me stuff there. Meanwhile. So, he. We usually have this spray cream, you know, you do like this, and then he can do it himself. But now I had whipped cream in a bowl, and I put it on with a spoon.
Son in finished.
Translated from Romanian.
So that's why. And he said that I didn't say that last time, though I did. And, you know, just woke up, 16-year-old autistic. It's not as it should be. It's not as it should be. So he was annoyed at me. So, alright, I should switch back the mic to the better one.
Generalissimo for 69 says.
Eternal Blue. Good memories. Muted.
But I had to unconnect the USB again. That's not good. Why? Also, as
All
soon
good
as
now.
yeah, but I had to unplug this cable and put it back in, meaning my USB setup something has happened. And I unplugged both of my HDMI inputs to debug that my camera didn't work when I started. So USB is a mess. Why? Because I used this as the main mic for a bit, and then when I unmuted, I had to disconnect the mic and connect it again for it to work. And it's the same in other programs, so it's Windows itself. So it just suddenly pops out of Discord, and we have to unplug and plug it back in. So let's continue with this. Let's learn while you teach me. So Eternal Blue, I kind of missed that. So 2017. I was probably very busy with my kids then.
Hospitals around the world miss that 2 Kappa.
Oh, I missed it. I didn't miss it like that. The manual to be used can also...
Even tellers at stores Kappa.
Okay. Was used, didn't they?
They
already
really
say
wanted
that?
to cry smile smile.
Okay. So I've heard it, I think I've used it, but I don't really know what happened in 2017. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've heard of that too, but I still don't know really. Yeah, WannaCry ransomware. So I guess it was a big ransomware attack.
WannaCry used Eternal Blue exploit.
Yeah, that's what it says here. This vulnerability was exploited worldwide in the WannaCry ransomware attack. So I just mean that I wasn't, since I've only been like interested or aware of cybersecurity for a year, this was far before, so much before that. I'd never heard of it even. So I've never seen it in the news or anything. And as an IT specialist, you're like, oh my god, some stupid person did something stupid. Oh, sigh. They should know they should always update their stuff,
It was all over the news, word whizzed, D. Wide.
Yeah. But I told you what I would probably have reacted as an IT specialist, My god, some stupid store owner not knowing they should do updates. My goodness.
D.
So if you're on the other side and say, oh, we can use this for fun, then it's a different thing. Or we will have to defend other companies from it. But if you're just in one company, or as I was probably doing stuff with helping my kids, 100%. Or I might have worked like with translation or stuff remote, because I was trying to get remote stuff so I could still be with them, and so I had help. When they were younger, they couldn't be alone, so they would fight with each other, and my autistic kid would have like explosive things, and life is much easier now. And my youngest, when he was little, he just ate everything, and he climbed up on like the sofa and jumped with his head first, jumped up on like the kitchen, from stepping on the knobs on the drawers, you know. Yeah? And he also pulled chairs together and built like a pile of them when he was very little. When he was like 10 months, he got pushed a chair to the our stairs, to upstairs, where you don't want your 10-month kid going up. And he put a chair to there and climbed over it, because he's a smart kid, but he's also ADHD, you know. So, what can he explore in the world?
Ha ha.
Translated
So
from
I
Tagalog.
was like, oh my god, and he didn't sleep until he was 3-year-old, and he got melatonin. He slept like 30 minutes, and I didn't sleep more. I slept less. But in 2017, he would have been 6 or 7, so yeah. Yeah, he's 13 now. At least one good part of me having problem with the USB is that I cleared all this out, so it's just some loose cables now. I had, electronics things we have unboxed, different things. So now I can put my plate with the food there, and I can type easier. So we could try to do something fun with this very old. Find some vulnerability, which won't be hard in Windows XP. And I'm kind of sure it's the HTTP. And we can actually even go into it and look what the IP is if we want to. Or we could look in the firewall. I think it's the... yeah, I think that's what handles our DHCP too. So... let's see now. This will print options related to... Oh yeah, I remember this. That's why I started looking for my notes, because I'm kind of sure I have notes on this. So let's make notes instead. So let's scroll up all this and just start with this. And go to the notes and start a new one. Cause this was not good. And I searched it in here. I call everything Google now, the searching. I did the same thing yesterday. Yeah, it was searching for in a web tool for identifying a hash, I think, or something. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, you see, I have a problem where I should sort this, because we could sort it anywhere. It's like a general tool. But what I looked at, started looking at like finding exploits. That's what I would start thinking. And then I found this in using exploits, so maybe I should move it here instead. And just do MSF console. Because we don't want... oh, no, wrong place to type. So, MSF console, and this is the only thing I have to paste, so why didn't I paste it? Well, I don't want that there, so isn't that the most stupid thing? You copy one word and then you don't paste it, but you type it. So ls is not interesting, ping is not interesting, help, and that you can do help for a part, for a command, that could be interesting. So let's just list. Oh, I don't want it to be right. If I can just there, right. So we also want help, and let's do this as just command, and we can't do those characters because then it will flip out. That's okay. So we can do history, but we could type history there, and we can do here. We can also see, we can set these. These are actually commands, so why not do these as example list? Oh my god, I'm going to sneeze. Well, we don't have to be crazy about it, but I guess exit is good too. So commands, random commands. So here's the eternal blue one. Remember to shift control paste. Yeah, they wanted to show that it's not, we're in a directory. And then the show options, that got me to start with this. Because show options, I think you just need to do show, right? Or just options. Just options. We can just why do I have an LSLA there? So yeah, I think I typed it in the wrong place. So if we do options here, we don't have anything selected, right? So we get like the main. So I guess that soon there'll be how to search, because I don't remember, but I know it wasn't hard. Show payloads, there it is. Meaning we could do just payloads, definitely, right? Oh my god, how hard is it to remember to press shift? Like I never forgot to press shift ever when copying or pasting. So let's do payloads. No, we have to show. Yeah. And this is a long list, of course. I don't think I want to scroll through that. So let's find what the search one was. Oh. So, I have rice. Did I miss something? Did you see something I didn't? You can hear me now, right?
Yeah, but I'm doing something else in the background, D.
Yeah.
You can do it. Smile, smile.
Yeah, I could just Google for how to search and that's, I'm just thinking, did I miss something? Shouldn't that have been already? But I guess it's a little further down. I could also type 4 letters help. Yeah, search. So the next thing after that was search. So if I had scrolled down like 2 lines more, or maybe I even had it up. Oh, so we can search. Oh my goodness. So let's actually search for so if we search for eternal, did I spell it wrong? Yeah. E-T E-R. Oh my god, that's a lot of pink. Eternal blue. And then we could use 1 of 0 at this. So if we do use 0 now, it's in there. And then we could do options, right? And we can see R holes, R port, L host, L port. Yeah, and you could do global settings. I remember that, but where are the notes from that? I know I made notes. I think some of the notes I added to my Google Docs are somehow not moved into this. My god, have I been eating this for 4 hours? I should probably put it in the fridge or something. Poor teeth. And this is an image, which is annoying, especially because it's bright light. Rank. So here we have the rank. Average, normal, great. search type. Okay, did I miss anything? Was there something more before here? So searches. So next page. I'm getting a bit tired.
You can launch the target machine attached to this room to replicate the examples shown below. Any Metasploit version 5 or 6 will have menus and screens similar to those shown here, so you can use the attack box or any operating system installed on your local computer. Once you have entered the context of a module using the use command followed by the module name, as seen earlier, you will need to set parameters. The most common parameters you will use are listed below. Remember, based on the module you use, additional or different parameters may need to be set. It is good practice to use the show options command to list the required parameters. All parameters are set using the same command syntax. Set parameter _ name value. Before we proceed, remember always to check the MISF console prompt to ensure you are in the right context. When dealing with Metasploit, you may see 5 different prompts. The regular command prompt, you cannot use Metasploit commands here.
Yeah, that's that they say this, you know. And they also assume that this is a regular prompt. This is a Windows one. I don't know if it exists. And the Metasploit one. Later in this module. Show options. I already did this. Let's have an example of this. But I'm looking really for the global. Maybe I googled that because I wanted to set global ones. It was, you know, why set them in one if you can set them globally? I don't remember if it was a G somewhere. Unset all. Why would you want to do that? Well, let's put it in the notes in case we would have the opportunity to use that. Oh, what happened? I just scrolled up there. Set G. Now we have set global. Set G and unset G. Yeah, I know probably unset existed in a per thing too. Right? Oh my gosh, I'm a bit tired. I probably could fall asleep. Sorry if I'm boring. I want to study still. Mm. Once all module parameters are set, you can launch the module using the exploit command. So that's a kind of important one, you know. Yeah, right, I remember this.
Christy says.
Who said you boring lol?
I feel like when I'm falling asleep, I'm not very fun. That's it. That's too much text.
Are you falling asleep?
Almost. But
Why
I
you
want to
didn't
study.
say SB earlier?
I'm not falling asleep. It might be in part that I've been eating, you know.
Fixerbot says. Time to move it, move it. Wake up, all them move it's you know. 10 squats, 5 table push-ups, 5 high jumps and 5 chair sit-ups redeemed.
Oh, so that was where you were going. Okay, sure, let's do it. Thank you, Christy. Okay. So, this weekend,
Christy says.
I need to move.
Yay, remember carbs from food give sleep.
Okay. I'm going to take that to the attic. Definitely. So. Oh. Shrink tube on the floor. So, apparently, move it is also cleaning the floor. There. There was a candy on the floor. Okay, so let's follow the order so I don't lose track. Okay, so squats. This is a most I've moved for a few hours now, so
Your order.
I know. And I did think. So it's not random. I have the jumps on the end, right? No, because the chair is afterwards. So, the one that I have the chair for is lost. So that I don't have to have it in the middle. Oh my god, I'm slipping away with the socks. You can't have socks, slippery socks. Bye-bye socks. So.
Or you won't slip and fall.
Okay, so jumps.
C.
C.
GG.
Translated from Latvian.
We still have the sit-ups. And I think I have a bit of training aches. Like. Oh, and this is falling out. So I'm actually going to go down with the food because it would need some plastic. And cold.
Nice. Does this room has any hands-on? Or is just theory OMG? Generalissimo to 69 high back dude. I had the sun in my display. While I was typing back.
Whew.
And dog dragging me all around.
What? Oh.
Generalissimo to 69 says.
That's fascinating.
Whew. I'm a bit out of breath from that tiny thing, you know. Need to
Christy
move
says.
more.
MSF? Yes, is fascinating indeed.
So, let's just... I don't think I added this to the notes yet, so let's... And
Is
there
fine,
are
Sophia.
things to do.
We'll do more in a bit.
Oh, no, it was already there. I don't even remember what I've been doing. So... I remember doing this, and I remember that there were global ones before they popped up here, and but I don't like. Yeah, it was half a year ago then, probably. At least. This will return you. Let's actually read this bit here. Using modules. Once all module parameters are set, you can launch using exploit. Run is alias. The word exploit did not make sense when using modules that were not exploits. Yeah. So starting with exploit when you're starting a port scan. Okay. Can be used without parameters or using set. While running background. That's my air cleaner waking up. If you could hear it. This will return you to the context from which you have run the exploit. So I'm thinking we'll do this so we don't have to look at all the output. Some modules have check. Yeah, we could start the box up here. Maybe we should. So let's start this one. And it's eternal blue. So we could set everything up for that. And we already selected it, but we haven't set any IPs. Not that we have any IPs. We have mine, of course. So this is so odd to do this in here. But I guess we will have to do set, and I have to click again, set lhost, and do 10.18.21.206. Yes, I remembered. So if we do again options, we can now see we have the right IP, and we got the other IP. So yeah, and I remember also our hosts, so it can be several. That was kind of hard to remember. So it's 10, 74, 244. There.
You can do ifconfirm from within MSF. Also you can set the host as the interface lhost ton 0.
Generalissimo for 69
Okay.
says.
R equals remote.
Yeah.
L equals local. It's PZ.
Translated from
Yeah.
Hungarian.
Yeah, that's easy. The problem is that there's an S on remote. That was the thing. It's, L host, and it's not R host. If you're doing one, I did R host several times, I remember. So.
Christy says.
Pizza what?
Translated from Latvian.
It's pizza. It's all pizza. It's all pizza. So.
Generalissimo for 69 says.
No.
Colon D.
Christy says.
Dick.
Translated from Dutch.
So let's. Yeah. So let's do Christy. There. Now you'll have to live with that spelling.
Translated from Italian.
Yeah. So you can do this.
Generalissimo
That's
for 69
interesting.
says.
Credit isn't important for the notes.
Nah, it isn't. But I might edit the notes later.
Christy says.
Or someone is jealous tongue.
Generalissimo for 69 says.
Remove Christy.
Okay, so you want... Give me some tips.
Christy says.
Give me some tips. Give me.
Translated from Italian.
So, let's just check if we missed anything here. Show options. I think this was the second time I think before I did this one, I had read something about it. So I knew that you could say only options, and I was a bit annoyed that it said show all the time, because you don't have to type things. Why type things you don't have to, As you... Yes, we have done that. Was there anything else we needed to set?
Greater than tab completion.
Yeah, you're right. You just need to know a bit more about what commands exist before you use tab completion. Oh, it said completion. Once you have set a parameter, you can use show options. So let's just use the default port, because I would assume. We have the machine there, of course.
Generalissimo for 69 says.
SL command gives you locomotive on the terminal. Chau-chau-you.
Christy says.
There are as well advanced options.
Okay. Maybe I should... yeah, it's SETI again. I'm just kind of quick reading. Okay, we use this. We set our host. We use a back
Generalissimo
command.
for 69 says.
Is it auxiliary?
Yes, you should check the SL command indeed.
Audrey Stralian says.
Hi, Audrey.
How's
How
it
are
going?
you?
Fix it.
So I have not continued with it, with the box. It's still there, waiting. I wanted to get more done of my, what do you call them, pass. So.
Christy says.
And before using a module, you would use info to read what module does.
Okay, info. That's good. So let's see if we go to the notes, and we haven't done info.
Audrey Stralian says.
I see. Metasploit is good too.
And I have done this one like more than half a year ago, I think. And probably part of one of the very first paths there. And now it was 2 more. So let's see. All the things I've been linked to, but we could do. Oh my. Well.
Generalissimo for 69 says.
Fix it also. The next command is very good too. cat/dev/urandom.
Okay. We're talking Metasploit here now. Generalissimo.
Christy
says. Look, I have 85 questions this
69.
week.
Lol, you know she knows
we have
Linux.
We have to beat this day
D.
now. We have to beat this day. We have 43 answered yesterday.
For 69
and now
says.
We have 10.
Kappa.
People.
Translated from Icelandic.
Come on now.
I'm just trying to be useful. cat/dev/urandom is very good.
So I was going to show this, to Audrey, that I'm doing the complete beginner here. And by the way, this I didn't upload vulnerabilities. That took a long time, like 6 months to continue again. And then we did this yesterday, the cryptography. I had done half that, I think. And this one, yeah, I had already done those, and this one was kind of quick. So now we're repeating this since it's Metasploit more.
Christy says.
Generalissimo to 69.
And I haven't used
Metasploit
for real,
D.
so I've just looked at this. So, and this was also suggested from the AD room. So we'll have to do this. This is more useful information. Exploiting, pen testing, credential harvesting. This looks very interesting, so we'll have to do that. But let's finish this, complete beginner, right? I think I'm about to pass 1 year since I found this interest. So, and I'm going for a job, so I should pass complete beginner, right? So let's finish this one now, and let's redo. We started the box, but I was looking here because I just randomly searched for this. We have set this, but why did they use back and do this? Okay, it's for scanning if it's really vulnerable. Yeah, okay. So I guess that we will do this. So let's do it on here. So I think this is what annoys me though, cause now we'll skip it because I don't want to set any more R hosts, and I didn't do the global thing.
Alias ls equals cat/dev/your random
Or
kappa.
I'll do the global one. So, okay, set G R host with an S on the end, but I didn't spell that even close to host. 10, 10, 74, 244. Let's do it. And black. And what my brain always thinks is LSLA if I go out of something. So I have to stop it at. Then I have to go set G L host. L, that would have been funny, right? L host. And I did remember it just a second ago. 10, 10, no, 10, 18, 21, 26. There. So if we go options now, we don't see this because we need the other one. If we do show options, when we're not in something, will this show us something else? No, it's the same. So let's see. They did. Oh, they actually did set those two globally too in the instruction. That's funny. So if we type here, use, it should probably be on the right program. So if we do use exploit, now I'm going to type a lot. See if it still has the same name. Windows. And I have tape on my finger, so I can't type very well. My nail broke. It's normal tape. Plastic. SMB. Sorry, I'm very amused by my own stupidity.
Christy says.
:D.
010 Ernal, and then we have and one word blue.
General
This is what we just
69
did.
lol.
Okay.
Generalissimo for 69 says.
Frown, frown.
So I type that for nothing, because I have to go back and do use. Damn them. I shouldn't have followed the instructions. Oops. We can tab to cheat. No, actually there. Scanner. SMB. SMB. Not.
You can use
there.
the search command.
Yeah, I know, but I'm following their instructions. That's why I typed the thing that I was just went out of again, because I was blindly following the instructions. I thought, well, actually, typing could be good because it, memory from typing. So now we're going to use a scanner.
Whenever I get IKEA products, I always try to assemble them by myself.
There are a few.
Then I fuck it up and use the instructions.
Okay.
That's the way of the elite hackers.
I just always do it without the instructions and don't fuck it up. Okay, let's just do it there.
A Swedish.
Okay, so that's why. Okay, right. So let's see. Yeah, I think that I did that right, but I'm not in the right place because I clicked the other side. I'm sorry. If we just say use now, which I'm not on the right screen again. My cheeks are getting tired from smiling too much. That's your fault, and I like it. So, if we do exploit instead. And I'm not following the instructions.
Christy says.
Is that you that put the chair back legs reverse? Generalissimo was 69.
So apparently,
Generalissimo
we're supposed
was
to
69
type.
Sometimes
says.
worse.
I have to just check what they're doing. Okay. So they didn't actually run this one. Let's run it anyway. So let's show the options, which should be the same as options. And let's see here. Our host is set. And if we do exploit then, and they actually spell it right, it should say that it, yeah. So, and it's Windows 7 Professional. There. So now we can do back. And I wonder if it remember if I do set 0 now. No, it doesn't remember the search. So if we do search, we should kind of hop there automatically. So let's search for MS17. Oh my god, that's a lot. So it's still the first one. So let's set 0. No. Use 0. Set is for the variables. And options is what my brain wanted. My brain wanted to LSLA, but this is what it really wanted to see, so I'll have to teach it how to translate. And our IP is still there, because we did global now. And I know it would have disappeared if we didn't. So... So anything else that we should think about? Or should we just... Yeah, I should probably look at what they're saying, right? We have the said thing again there. I don't really know what it does. Background command to background the session. You can also use Control Z. So we will never type background. Sessions command can be found in the MSF console front. Sessions. Okay, nice. So
Z is in ZZZZZZZZZ Kappa.
What if I fall asleep on stream? I might.
Dick.
Translated from Dutch. Christy says.
Lol.
You actually.
Oh cock.
Oh god. I think I'm a bit tired, otherwise I
Fixerbot
wouldn't
says.
laugh like that.
Time to move it, move it. Wake up, all them move it you know. 10 squats, 5 table push-ups, 5 high jumps and 5 chair sit-ups redeemed. Generalissimo
Okay.
for 69 says.
Oh cock.
We have to do this first, okay? I won't forget it. But now we have to start this. So if we do exploit, I'm on the wrong screen again. Exploit. Oh, and it starts with scanning for the vulnerability. So, once created in background, I just don't know why you would want that. So, let's add to the notes. Oh, sorry. We have to add sessions to the note, right? And we didn't look at the info. And info should be like here before we even set the variables. So now I know that if I look too tired, I have to fear exercise. No, I want to move. So that's good. I'm just
Cocaine
kidding.
1 PT says.
Oh, we playing with Eternal Blue?
Yeah, I'm practicing MSF
Generalissimo
console.
for 69 says.
This isn't a game. Hospitals were damaged by this frown.
So let's do sessions. No, I can't because I'm on the wrong keyboard place.
Cocaine 1 PT says.
There. And we have a
Well,
session.
in fact, a lot of things got hit by this. D.
Am I blind? Yes, there. Yeah, right. We need to have in the notes also
Generalissimo for 69 says.
this.
Like your face, Kappa.
Christy says.
Yay, it was the COVID of the digital bresh.
Brush. So, let's
Reaches.
do session. Guess what? I didn't click there. Session, I guess, yes. Why do I have something called session there? Well, whatever. I wonder what the other alternatives are. 1. Why would we want it to be backgrounded when it's starting? I don't know. I don't get it. If it was several, yeah, if we had several hosts, then we would want that, right? For one, it's kind of why. And my throat hurts, so.
Cocaine 1 PT says.
Because you can interact with another things at same time. It's a framework.
Generalissimo for 69 says.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
but why would you
teaching
want it
how
to
to
start
manage
that
your
way?
own botnet for the future.
Audrey Stralian says.
It's just in case you need to do other things to set up before you use the session.
Yeah. I guess, I mean, but if it just popped up, but I'm thinking for several it will be okay. You know, to do this option, because otherwise you could just control.
Generalissimo
If
for
I just
69
control C
says.
again,
I'll
do
stick
you want
to
a
the
background?
C2 theory,
Yes.
Kappa.
Cocaine 1 PT says.
And then we can
Yeah, there
go
is some
back to it.
post-exploit modules. You need to have a session up.
Okay. So then you start the session with C or just normally and background it and do stuff. Okay. Still on the wrong machine again. Well, let's just see what it does. Nothing. So we can, let's say we have this example machine here, and we have only spent 26 minutes, so do I type help to get help here? Oh my. I remember like a compressed list. Is this the compressed list? Oh, you know what? This is what I have in my notes. So if we go to the notes, we can read this a little prettier. So this is it, right? Core commands at the top. Yeah, that I pasted badly. Because I had this in my Google Docs note. So these were Google Docs documents, and I pasted them differently. And this one kinda got squashed, and this one didn't get squashed. I don't know which one is best though. So question mark for help menu. Now I have to do question mark. And we get the same as help, of course. Background, BG. So we don't have to actually type that. We could press Ctrl C or BG. Am I remembering wrong if I think there was a simpler like information thingy? Networking commands, system commands. Yeah, shell. Shell to get command shell. Let's do shell. And now we're in Windows. And I guess that we are in the authority system, yeah. Good, so I guess there's not much more to test here, because the next room will have its own box. So we could just close this down. So there. So let's do the next one. But let's first add meter preachers that it has shell, just to the easy access one here. If I can find the one that I thought a second ago was easy to access, just below it. So And this was yeah, you can use normal commands. Let's keep all of that, but let's just move it up to where we're setting these.
Generalissimo for 69 says.
Ifconfig isn't even a command. Bad job, Christy.
Yeah, I noticed the spelling, but whatever. We understand. Otherwise we wouldn't understand that it was spelled wrong. So, in Metasploit, do shall there. That's enough. So next, we can't continue from this automatically, so we'll have to go to the dashboard.